I just realized the other day that my Roland W-30 music workstation is 30 years old. And it's served me well over the years, but I have noticed lately that the backlight on the LCD display is completely dark. Now, it's been dark for years and I just haven't gotten around to it until now. So I'm going to tackle a replacement of this backlight display. And the place to start is our good friend eBay, where if I search up a Roland W-30 backlight, I get a couple of options. The options are about the same price point, probably coming from the same place. So these backlights are really just a film that's on paper. And once you order these, just remember that they're coming from the other side of the planet. So in the meantime, I can get my workspace nice and clean, and I can put down a blanket to protect the delicate face of my synthesizer. So the screws on the bottom of the unit are pretty straightforward. You really just remove all of the screws off of the bottom and the top line of screws on the back. You don't have to remove the feet at this point. And with that done, the bottom should literally just lift right off. Now, I'm the original owner of this keyboard, so I'm pretty sure it hasn't been opened before since the factory, and it's looking pretty clean inside. And I'll take a quick glance at the power supply just to make sure the caps look like they're in good shape. I did manage to find some fuzzy bunnies in here, so we're going to break out the Fuzzy Bunny Destroyer. So this keyboard, like most synthesizers, is like a layer cake of PCB boards, and we have to start at the top and work our way to the front. So we start with the jack board, which aptly named contains all of the jacks. And then we move over to our right to the main board. And after we've tackled all of the more obvious screws on the top of this board, there's also some around the back of the unit that need to be removed. One last thing that you'll need to do before removing the main board is remove this plate cover over the SCSI connector. So once we've removed all the screws from the main board, we can't really move anything around until we remove some of the cable ties. And I want to express that this is a bit of a delicate operation that you should really take your time with. And I know from personal experience that one wrong move with the wire cutters can mean a couple of extra hours of frustration later on. It's a good idea at this time to put something behind the boards just to protect the face of the boards once we start moving everything around. And we can now continue removing the screws from the key contact board as well as the aftertouch controller. We can finally move the key contact board back, only to expose more screws. At last, we've reached the pinnacle moment where we can finally access the display board. What I found out after the fact is removal of these brackets is not necessary. But this was my first time, I didn't know any better, so I went ahead and did it. And now it's time to hit the 2 pins on the right hand side with a desoldering tool and a soldering iron. And using our trusty needle nose pliers, we can remove that old broken down backlight and replace it with our shiny new backlight. Now, we're not going to waste your time in this video showing you the complete reassembly. It is essentially a reversal of everything we just went through to disassemble the unit. Wow, what a difference. And I know now I'm going to get years more of enjoyment out of this keyboard with this finally fixed. So thanks for watching, and good luck with your W-30 backlight repair.